this video, I'm going to guide you through some of the supplements that I recommend to build lean muscle and lose fat. Hello YouTube fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal and my channel is all about helping women over the age of 40 get into great shape through diet and exercise. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about supplements. The first thing to say is you absolutely don't need to take any supplements at all. You don't need supplements for fat loss. You don't need supplements for muscle gain. You can do it without any kind of supplements at all. And what I would recommend you do is actually look at your diet and your exercise plan first. That's the most important thing. Supplements are kind of the icing on the cake. When you've got everything else in place in terms of your diet and your exercise plan, then you can start having a look at supplements. But there's no point in looking at supplements if you're not consuming the right diet and you're not doing the right exercise plan. And if you want to know what a really good exercise and diet plan is, I actually have a program for women over the age of 40 called the 6-week shred challenge, and so I'm going to link that in the description so you can have a look at that. I'll also link a couple of videos around diet and exercise. Let's talk about the supplements that I've taken and the supplements that I recommend can be useful once you've got everything else in place. The first and the most important supplement of all is actually protein. So that could be whey protein, or there's loads of fantastic plant proteins on the market. You can get your protein intake from food like chicken, fish, eggs, pulses, tofu. However, sometimes, and I'm like this, it can be really difficult to get all your protein intake. So what we're talking about is 1 gram of protein per every pound in body weight. I like to supplement with a bit of protein powder. If you can kind of up your protein intake, you will notice a difference in terms of how satisfied you feel. So it's very satiating. We need protein to build lean muscle. It's also a really good calorie burner. And I'm talking about lean protein, which obviously if you supplement with whey protein or some kind of plant protein powder, you know that is going to be a really good form of lean protein. The next thing that I take during my workouts is branched chain amino acid, or BCAAs. They're going to really be good for your performance in the gym, both in terms of weight training or any cardio activity. I find it really helps with muscle recovery for me. I notice the difference if I'm not taking my BCAAs. I tend to get a little bit more sore. It is meant to build muscle growth. So as well as supplementing with protein, it's a good idea to supplement with BCAAs. And I will link all these products down in the description via the Amazon website. The next supplement I'm going to talk about, and this one might be a little bit controversial because it does have that reputation of increasing water retention, but I actually take creatine. So if you're interested in muscle growth, creatine is used a lot by the kind of bodybuilding community. It has been for many years. There's kind of evidence and research to prove that it does promote muscle growth. It helps with performance in the gym. At certain times of the month when I've got really bad water retention, I tend to cut that out. So it's got that reputation for promoting water retention. It's one of those things that I talked about at the beginning of this video, which is kind of the icing on the cake. It's not absolutely necessary to take it. Will you grow muscle without it? Yes, you will, but you might want to consider taking it if you want to take yourself to the next level. And then the thing I'm going to talk about is fat burners. Now, I only take fat burners leading up to a competition or recently when I did a photo shoot where I needed to get quite lean. And it really isn't about the fact that they burn fat, it's about my energy levels. When you're on quite a serious cut, you're in quite a big calorie deficit because you might be doing quite a bit of cardio, which I tend to do leading up to a show or a photography shoot. Calories are beginning to get quite low. What happens is you get quite fatigued. What a fat burner can do is just help boost your energy, particularly taking it before gym sessions. But it's not something that you'd want to take throughout the year. It's something that you just do over a 2 or 3 week period. It suppresses appetite. I'm actually not sure whether it helps with burning fat. They do tend to be quite high in caffeine and sort of stimulants. You might not have much energy to kind of get through the day or sometimes get through your workouts. They can be helpful. I would exercise extreme caution, and just because you're dieting, it doesn't mean you should take a fat burner. It's kind of like a bit of a boost to help you through when your energy levels are low. So I've talked about some of the supplements that can help you with your kind of performance in the gym and your body goals. And now I'm going to talk about some of the health supplements. So the first thing is I take vitamin C daily, and that's just to boost my immune system. Particularly if you're in a calorie deficit, it can be helpful in terms of protecting your immune system, and they're also full of antioxidants. And then the other thing that you might consider taking is just a multivitamin, that might include stuff like B12 and B6, which can be helpful for menopausal women or women in our 40s to sort of balance our hormones. But I don't do that. I just do the vitamin C because I believe I can get most of my vitamins from my food because I have a healthy whole foods balanced diet. So that was a little walkthrough on some of the supplements I take and what I recommend that you might consider taking as long as you've got your diet and exercise routine sorted out. And if you'd like me to cover any other topics, please do comment below, and do give this video the thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so that you can get the bell notifications to get more videos like this. I do post videos twice weekly now. I'd love to hear from you if there's anything that you'd like me to cover, and I've put a link to a video up here which I hope you will find useful.